Welcome back to Deeper 2025 podcast. We are trying to help you to go deeper in your Bible reading. We've got a Bible reading plan here at New Shores. We're on today, Exodus 17 and 18. I want to take just a few minutes to walk you through at least the first part of Exodus 17 and just pull out some application that we can find from there. Let me remind you, if you will subscribe to the channel, if you'll like this video, then you'll get notifications every time a new video goes up if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening along, you can rate and review our podcast there. That would help us out a lot, just to let us know that you are benefiting from what we're doing here. So Exodus 17, we come to a story. The Israelites are in the wilderness. They are wandering around. If you remember, they were going to go to the promised land. Moses is leading the charge. He's led them out of Egypt. They send the spies back. Only Joshua and Caleb come back and say they can defeat the giants. The greatest majority of them said, no, we can't defeat the giants. And so God punishes them because they don't trust him, and they're wandering around the wilderness. And we find in Exodus 17 that they are thirsty, that they're really thirsty. And so they go to Moses. It's kind of an interesting, funny story. They go to Moses and say, why are we going to die of thirst? Why do we not have anything to drink? And so Moses goes to God rather. And it's interesting because Moses says, hey, God, I need you to help me. These people are about to stone me. They're about to kill me because they're wondering why we left Egypt so that they could wander around the wilderness and die in the wilderness of thirst. And so God tells him, go strike the rock. He tells him which rock to strike. He says, strike the rock and water will come out of it. And we see that God provides water for the Israelites in the wilderness. And then you go to the next part of chapter 17, and you see that they are going into a battle with Amalek. And Amalek is just a guy that is part of the enemies of Israel. And so they're going to this battle, and the interesting part of this story is Moses is holding up his arms, and as he holds up his arms, Joshua, who's leading the Israelites in battle, they're winning. As long as Moses has his arms held up, the Israelites are winning the battle. But as soon as Moses starts to get weak and tired, he starts to put his arms down, the Israelites start to lose the battle. It's interesting. We see a couple of things from the first part of Exodus chapter 17 here with the story of the rock and water. I don't know if you've been there. I've been there before. All of us seem to go through these times. It seems like we're all in wilderness seasons at times. We're wandering around in the wilderness. We're wondering, where is God? What is happening with my life? It's a difficult season. But in this story, we see that God provides. And I think that's the first thing we need to understand from Exodus 17 is that God provides even when it seems like he isn't present. Even in times in our life where you're like, God, where are you? God will always provide. He provides for the grumbling, complaining Israelites in the wilderness who, honestly, they say, why did we even leave Egypt? Why did we leave our slavery to come out here just to die? They are in a desperate way, and they're grumbling and complaining, and God shows up and provides water for them. But then in the second story that we see in Exodus 17 with the battle of Amalek, Moses is holding his hands up. He starts to get tired. Have you ever held your hands up for that long? Like, just hold your hands up right now and see how long you can hold them up. And as the battle's going on, Moses, as long as he has his arms up, they're winning. When his arms start to get tired and he starts to let them fall, they're losing. So what was the solution there? The solution was Aaron and Hur come along, and they lift Moses' arms up. What's the lesson we need to learn there? Listen, friends, community is where it's at in the Christian life. You can't do it alone. Moses in Exodus 17 couldn't do it alone. You can't do it alone. You need friends who will come alongside you. Not just any friends, but friends who love God, friends who are spiritual, who are growing in their faith. You need those people in your life to come alongside you, to lift your arms up when you're tired. And let me just tell you, friends, you're going to get tired. There are going to be times in your life where you're tired. You don't feel like you can go on. And so let me just encourage you to seek the support of others. Seek the support of others, and also don't forget to seek God in those moments. Listen, you will make it through the wilderness seasons knowing that God provides, but also knowing that you've got people around you to hold up your arms.